Your #1 television station for higher education in Africa. As usual, I'm Akua. With me today is Miss Quashie, Yvette Quashie. She is the Human Resources and Administrative Officer at the AAU, and also she leads the implementation of university advancement workshops at the AAU. Prior to joining the AAU, she worked as the Assistant Director of Women and Gender at the Ministry of Women and Gender and Ministry of Tourism. Welcome, Madam.
Thank you, Kia.
Okay, today we'll be talking on university advancement. Please, Madam, what is the goal of the University Advancement Program?
Yeah, before I start with the goal, let me just give a little brief about the university advancement, how it came into being. The series started with Professor Russell Botman, the former Vice-Chancellor of University of Stellenbosch. He's now late. And he had a discussion with the Secretary General, Professor Ihile, and he wanted to see how he could collaborate with the AAU. So because they had this success story of the Hope Project at the University of Stellenbosch, so he introduced it. And this Hope Project is a project that they started with their alumni. They got in touch with their alumni from the university, those who had passed through the university. Yes, and so they contacted a lot of them. So they had a database for them, and these students came back to give back to their university. And so their university runs mostly on funds from their alumni. Yes. So on that basis, we started the advancement series. Yeah, and our main goal is promoting good governance
in university,
in higher education institutions on the African continent, and also developing higher education on the African continent, and also building upon the successful leadership programs that we have been running for vice-chancellors and senior university members.
So who is your target audience?
Basically, our target audience are the top notches of the universities. They are the council members, the vice-chancellors, the heads of departments, the deans, and then the senior university management staff.
So it's strictly senior university
staff? Yes, senior university staff.
Out of education companies, no private sector?
At all. At times, we can even rope in the heads of, like the heads of finance, the heads of human resource. They are also part of it. Yes.
And who are the facilitators?
We have 4 main facilitators. And the lead facilitator is Professor Toby Dikoni. He is the Dean of Academics at the University of Stellenbosch. And then we have Professor Gideon Maz from Coventry University. And then we have Mohammed Sheikh from the University of Stellenbosch. And then we have Mohammed from Bayero University in Nigeria.
So what's your role in these workshops?
Well, I'm the project officer in charge of the University Advancement Workshop, and I work hand in hand with the lead facilitator, that is Professor Dikoni. And we come up with the programs, and then I market the workshops, and then I also solicit feedback and work on logistics and venues for the workshops.
So you don't facilitate?
Once in a while, if there's something that has to do with the AAU, there's something that I have to facilitate on the AAU, but then basically I don't facilitate.
How many of such workshops have been held so far?
We've held about 14 workshops. We've held 4 in Ghana, 3 in Victoria Falls, 2 in Kenya, 1 in Mozambique, 1 in Arusha, 1 in Nigeria, And then we are yet to, and one in Uganda too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's good. So what are some of the feedbacks you've gotten from participants?
The feedbacks have been very, very impressive, because we realize that a lot of the universities now are getting in touch with their alumni.
Okay.
They are getting in touch with their alumni. University of Cape Coast, for instance, they now have an alumni office.
Wow.
Yes, so they have staff who are working on that. And University of Nairobi too has an alumni office. Great Zimbabwe University too now has an alumni office, and so they are getting in touch with their alumni, and they are also supporting them.
Wow.
So we are
financially.
Financially, yes.
Oh, okay.
Financially, we are giving back to the universities. Yes, because most of the students are in top positions.
Yeah,
yes,
sure.
so they are helping their universities, and they are very happy about it. And also, the vice chancellors too, it gives them that kind of awareness, because they are the lead people at the university. They are the top notches. They are the epitome of the university.
Sure.
And so at times the vice chancellor works in isolation because he thinks he's alone.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
But then we let him understand that he is in charge of all those departments.
Okay.
Because there are some vice chancellors who don't even interact.
Interact.
Yes.
Yeah.
They don't even know what is going on at the various departments.
Sure.
So this workshop is an eye-opener. The vice chancellors, they share ideas, their challenges. People share their success stories. So it's really helped.
Yeah, and it can also help spur other universities, challenge them.
Yes, yes. And through even this advancement workshop, we've even gotten some universities to be members of the AAU.
Wow, wow.
Yes.
I see. Okay, so when is the next workshop coming on? Where and the cost, and how can people apply? Some of our viewers might want to apply.
The next workshop is coming on in May, from the 23rd to the 25th of May.
Okay.
We are organizing it at Victoria Falls.
All right.
And then the cost is $600
All right.
per participant.
Per participant.
Yes,
okay.
Per participant. But then when a particular university presents more than 3 participants, we can give some kind of discount to that university. We've been doing it all the time.
Okay.
Like University of Great Zimbabwe University at times brings us about 10.
Wow.
Yeah. So that one we give them a very good discount. Yes.
At least to encourage them.
To encourage them.
Oh, that's good.
People think it's a bit high, but it's not, because of the materials involved. Yeah. And at the end of the day, they go back and they are happy.
Yeah, you gain knowledge.
And lots of knowledge.
If at the end of the day, we help you get with, in contact with your alumni, and they will help you build your university.
And there's a lot of networking, because now we realize that Professor Dikoni is in touch with a lot of the VCs. They're always falling back, going back, running back to him. They want to know, and the other universities that are already working on their on board and working on their alumni, they also, there's a lot of networking, and people are very happy.
Happy about it. Wow, that's good. So finally, what are your last comments?
Well, my last comments are, I would advise that, and I also kindly request that a lot of these universities attend our programs, because when you go to our website, it's there. We have the programs for the whole year.
Okay.
And then our next program after the Victoria Falls, we are going to Kenya.
Okay.
Yes, we'll be at the Silver Spring Hotel.
Still on
University Advancement. But then we have different topics that we've been treating.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Wow. Thank you very much for honoring our invitation.
Thank you too.
It's been an exciting moment and an informative moment on university advancement, and this is AAU Talks. For more information on AAU, Association of African Universities, you can visit us on www.aau.org or send a mail to info@aau.org. Till I see you next segment, it's Akua. Bye.